Welcome back to the channel, Barbarians. Thanks for tuning in today. Corlick here, and whether it's your first time or your 1 millionth time visiting the channel, not even possible, thanks for stopping by. Make sure to subscribe, like, whatever you want to do. I really don't care. So in the background gameplay here, you're going to see a Gambit match, which in my opinion was very quick. I have had faster Gambit matches, but I was just messing around with some different loadouts, and this is what I stumbled across. I want to preface this kind of loadout gameplay that it's you can tweak it. There's certainly some tweaks, and I'll go over that here in the video. I do just want to caveat this with, I understand not a lot of people play Gambit, but if you do, you're in luck. And I think this kind of build and setup is going to work in the Vanguard Strike playlist very well if you want to grind through those super quick. So I'm on my Hunter. This does work with all classes. However, I've found the most success on the Hunter, and I'll explain that a little bit later. So the real meat and potatoes of this build for me is Osteostrega, which is undoubtedly S++ tier. And then you're just pairing that with the Strand subclass and Grapple. Yes, I know, Grapple. It may come as a little bit of a surprise to you. You know, when Grapple was introduced into the game, people were very excited for some additional maneuverability. But the Shackle Grenade, because of its versatility and endgame content, really shines supreme. And so Osteostrega, Grapple, which is for the mobility. I think, in my personal opinion, mobility in Gambit, believe it or not, is key to your success. It also has a direct relationship on how fast you get it done. As fast as you summon the boss, I should say. Not necessarily the game itself, but how fast you can summon the boss. A lot of time is wasted getting from point A to point B, especially considering some of these points are so darn far away. I do not freaking understand it. I do think Bungie has said that they're taking Gambit out of the game. Please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong there. Yeah, so back to the build. Grapple, Osteostrega, and something you may have noticed that's complete personal preference, but I just did not care when I hopped into this match, and it turned out to be a blessing in disguise. I was running a enhanced Eager Edge sword. I think swords are really good in Gambit. The reason being, every time you do a add wave rotation, you get heavy ammo. Swords benefit from this a little bit more than other weapons, again, in my opinion, just because of the ammo economy and the way they output damage on targets. So I chose a sword, grapple, plus Osteostrega. Those three together really surprised me in terms of how fast we were able to collect motes. Now, I know I've been droning on, but essentially the gameplay loop is grapple to a location where there are adds, do your shatter dive, your strand dive, whatever you want to call it, whatever it is called. Once you have achieved that dive, that suspends targets around you, and then shoot one of the adds with Osteostrega, enough to proc the ability, whether it be consistent precision damage or on a kill. And once you have done that, that Osteostrega poison is going to spread to other suspended targets. And what I found to be true personally is that the areas are so small that as long as you can kill one, maybe two adds with this SMG, it's going to take care of the rest for you. You're actually going to see me die here. Did not expect them to spawn on top of me. So yeah, I could have cleaned that up a little bit. But we do spawn the Primeval first. And, you know, the whole point of making this video is just to have some fun with a super quick class. I think the faster you move in Destiny, the more fun it is. I do think there's a direct correlation there. And one of the things that I've noticed to be true for me in Gambit is if you spawn the Primeval first, typically you're going to win the match, unless they've got really strong invaders coming out. And the reason being is even if you're not hurting the Primeval, when you're shooting those supplicants of the Primeval, for lack of a better term, and you're getting the Primeval Slayer buff, as long as you keep stacking that, it doesn't matter even if you're behind in boss health or what have you. If you have more stacks than the other team and you know how to save some of your ammo or supers until, you know, the second, third, even fourth wave of these wizards have spawned in, you're going to absolutely delete the boss, hands down. So there's probably better ways I could spec this as well. I know I don't go through my class builds exactly, so I do apologize. I'm actually going to try to remake this build today, and I'm going to post it on my Twitter. So if you want to go over there and check out Corlick _ and the link is also in my YouTube bio. Here I'm just trying to distract the oh wow, I killed him. Did not remember that. Yep, so we're just working on Primeval. I think we've got one more round of wizards. I invade. Sometimes I do invade just as a distraction. Now keep in mind, you don't have to be the best invader. I am not. But I did it just to take their focus off of what they were doing. And it worked. You know, they're coming after me. They used a super on me. And that detracts from their Primeval damage. So I just want to end it there. Highly suggest Eager Edge Sword, Grapple, and any kind of suspend with Osteostrega. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys next time.